In this tutorial, we'll take a look at how to set up autoresponders and notification profiles to work with PayPal. Typically, you'll want to set up an autoresponder profile for approved transactions and another one for declined transactions, so you can show the appropriate response to the customer. Before we explain how to do that, it's worth taking a moment to explain how the deferred email delivery option works. Deferred email delivery is an option within your PayPal profile. When set to true, emails are sent only after the transaction at PayPal is complete. If it is set to false, your autoresponders and notifications will run when the form is submitted, before the user is redirected to PayPal, and then again when the user returns from PayPal after completing the transaction. This setup, where emails are sent both before the transaction at PayPal and again after the transaction, is more involved and requires the creation of rules to check the PayPal_return variable to determine if the PayPal transaction has been completed, or the user is just now being redirected to PayPal. In most cases, using the deferred email delivery option is the fastest and easiest way to set up your email responses. This tutorial focuses on that configuration. Let's get started setting up the autoresponder profiles. From within the Form Designer, select Post Processing and choose Autoresponder Emails and Redirects. Select Add Autoresponder Profile and follow along with the wizard to create a standard autoresponder profile for approved transactions. Enter the information as you would any other autoresponder. Note the autoresponder profiles cover both the email that goes back to the customer and the thank you page that is displayed. If you're unfamiliar with autoresponders, please see our video tutorial on setting up autoresponder profiles. After you created the approved autoresponder profile, create a second profile for declined transactions. Enter the relevant information for this autoresponder. Note you can use wildcards that are connected with PayPal values to the email autoresponder. Now create the thank you page for the declined autoresponder. We now have two autoresponder profiles, one that we will use when the transaction has been approved and the other to use when the transaction has been declined. The next step is to create rules that will trigger the correct response. Select the Rules tab and click Add New Rule. First, let's create the approval rule. Name the rule approved and select the approval profile. Click the Edit Rule button and create a rule that triggers when the PayPal payment status field equals completed. Select Save and then save again. Now repeat the process for the declined rule. For this rule, we'll check that the PayPal payment status does not equal completed. Select Save and then save again. We now have two autoresponder profiles, one for approved transactions and another for declined transactions, and two corresponding rules. The setup of the notification profiles and rules is identical to the process shown here.